Today we are going to break down a powerful AWS service called API Gateway, and we explain it in the way you will never forget. Imagine a restaurant and waiter. Yep, we are using real-time examples here. And don't worry, we will also get into hands-on demo where we will actually create and test an API with Lambda. Let's dive in. So, what is AWS API Gateway? Think of it like this. You are the customer. The waiter is the API Gateway. The kitchen is your Lambda function. When you want food, you tell the waiter. The waiter takes your order to the kitchen. Once the food is ready, the waiter brings it back to you. Same way in AWS. You send a request, API Gateway receives it, it forwards the request to Lambda, Lambda executes the logic and returns a response via API Gateway. So, API Gateway is not doing the work itself, it's the smart middleman. Let's switch to AWS Console. Before creating our actual API Gateway, we'll navigate to Lambda to understand more about Lambda, and then we will come back to API Gateway and we will create. So this is our existing Lambda function. We'll open it. Let's wait to code get loaded here. Okay, this is the actual code which is running behind this Lambda. It returns response as hello from Lambda. Okay, and right now we don't have any trigger for this Lambda, which means there is no way to run this Lambda. That's why we are going to create an API gateway. Now to create new API gateway, let's click on this API gateway option. It will navigate us to API gateway dashboard and create an API. It asks many options here, but we will proceed with HTTP API for now. Click on build, provide any friendly name. I will provide like demo gateway and leave it as IPv4. And here we have option called add integration. This is the place actually where we are integrating our Lambda with API gateway. Click on add integration and it asks for HTTP or Lambda. I will choose it as Lambda, and we have to choose the Lambda function. You know, like about this Lambda, this is already existing Lambda here. I'll click on this hello Lambda and click on next. Now it asks for method and resource path. Since our Lambda is having a method where it returns a response as hello from Lambda, I am going with get response. Okay, and this is the resource path. To access our API, we have to follow this resource path. We will come to this later. Click on next. Keep this as default, because once we create this API gateway, it will get deployed automatically. So I am clicking on next, and we are almost done with the creation part of this API gateway. And yes, here is our gateway created successfully. Since we are done with our API gateway creation, let's navigate to Lambda again and refresh this. We have to make sure that the trigger got created properly for this Lambda. Yes, there we go. Here is the API gateway which got configured properly, and now we can trigger this Lambda. So to trigger this or to get the actual response, we have to prepare one path or URL. Let's prepare that. With this URL, we can trigger our Lambda and we will get the expected response. Here we have API ID. This API ID is nothing but our API gateway ID, and region is which region we are in, like where or in which region our AWS Lambda and API gateway is created. So we created it in US East 2, hence I provided it as US East 2. And the last one, hello Lambda. Here this hello Lambda is provided as a root while we are configuring the API gateway. And if we copy this URL in our browser, we will get our actual response. Let's see that. I copied that URL in the browser. Let's click on enter. There we go. We can see hello from Lambda response. This is getting written from this Lambda. If we go to the code, we have seen this earlier. So hello from Lambda, the same response, we can see it here in the browser. If you find this session helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to TechandTake. More real-world AWS examples coming up soon. Got any suggestions or questions? Drop them in the comment below. Until next time, keep building and keep learning.